All right, welcome back. Big move by the U.S. Central Bank, but expected move as well. Let's bring in our friend Mike Eppel. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So now we know what they did. We're up next, yes?
Pretty much. The U.S. Central Bank yesterday, Melanie, raised its overnight lending rate. It's benchmarked by 0.75%. That was the biggest move since 1994 at any given meeting. But they're also saying that over the next number of meetings, over the rest of this year and into next, they're going to keep raising interest rates to try to bring inflation down. And now, the spillover effect on this is the fact that borrowing costs are going way up. And our Bank of Canada is expected on July 13th to also raise our key interest rate by 0.75%, which would be the fourth interest rate hike this year. We've already seen the effects happening in the housing market, where we've got the latest signals, month of May, showing a slowdown in real estate sales. Prices starting to come down a little bit. But again, we're only maybe here at the quarter kilometer point, if you will, for interest rates going up. More moves expected. The risk here is that in the fight against inflation, they tip the balance for the economy into a recession by raising rates too aggressively. And then you've got the mess of stagflation, with inflation still up there and inflation and an economy that's slowing down. So it's a challenge for central banks. We're seeing the spillover effect this morning, Melanie, on the markets, with the Dow Jones stock futures right now pointing to a drop of almost 600 points at the start of trade this morning.
Well, we know a lot of people are struggling right now. Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland in Toronto today. She's delivering a speech, making an announcement with a little bit of help.
Well, according to the Toronto Star, this speech is going to include $7 billion of government money going toward things like old age security, the Canada Child Benefit, a lot of programs that are already in existence that will basically be ratcheted up because of inflationary pressures. Now, it was couched in the terms of fighting inflation. This does nothing to fight inflation. To do that, you actually have to do things on the economy, either slow things down or, as the Bank of Canada is doing, raise interest rates. This is more of an offset to inflation for people on fixed incomes. And you could argue that it should almost be something that is an automatic increase set to inflation or the cost of living. So we'll hear what the Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland has to say at this lunchtime address in Toronto.
Yesterday, we were teeing up a town hall of Elon Musk talking to Twitter employees. That's actually happening today. But yes. Twitter employees not going to Disneyland? What's going on, Mike?
Yeah, as I couch this, how to win friends and influence people. The first thing you do when you're buying a company is cancel all sorts of perks. So that's the talk this morning in Twitter town, that they won't be going to an employee retreat at Disneyland, citing costs. Look, let's face it, going to Disney is not cheap, and you have to figure that Elon Musk is going to try to rein things in at Twitter. He doesn't own the company yet, but he's going to do a town hall with employees today about the plans to buy the social media company, and it's going to be interesting to see. It'll be interesting if any of the audio from that comes out.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will be leaked.
Somebody will leak something.
Yes. Finally, gas prices coming down a little bit and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, the trend right now seems to be our friend, with the price for oil down again this morning, and the price at the pumps came down a penny at midnight. Not a big move. It's below $2.07 per liter now. Looks like we'll continue to see a little bit of pump price relief here for the next couple of days. Long term, I don't want to make any bets about that, because we've been caught off guard and wrong on, unfortunately, too many occasions.
All good. We'll take it for now, Mike. As always, appreciate your time. Talk to you again on Friday.